Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 23 rebuild. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the San Francisco 49ers, but with Brock Purdy here. And I'm not going to lie, Brock Purdy seems pretty good, man. 6'1", 220, Mr. Irrelevant. The final pick in this draft, a rookie out of Iowa State. And I don't know if he's just a system QB because Kyle Shanahan seems to make almost any QB work just for at least a little bit of games until other teams figure out how their game works. So either he could be a system or he could be really good. So today here in Madden, we're trying to find out if he is legit or not. So new series, legit or shit. That is what I'm going to call it. We got Brock Purdy here, of course. I gave him a star development because if they don't have a star development, you're just not developing them. That's just how it is. And with that being said, unfortunately, I'm going to trade away Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance because if I don't trade them away, what's going to happen is the CPU is just going to auto-adjust my roster and it's going to piss me off. So I'm going to trade away Trey Lance. And what better way to trade him away than, to give him to the Panthers. They love taking shots on random QBs. So not the Packers, Panthers. We're going to give him to the Panthers. And we traded a first-round pick for him. So can we get a first-round pick? No, absolutely not. Makes no sense whatsoever. So I'll just take a second-round pick. Can I get 2 seconds from you? Is that okay? I guess I'm not allowed to have anything for Trey Lance. So maybe I should work that out a little bit later. But yeah, I don't know what to do. Well, this is a Brock Purdy rebuild, so I'm gonna have to trade them both away. We got Christian McCaffrey, he's a beast. Elijah Mitchell is good whenever he's, on the field and not injured. Debo Samuel's an X factor now. Took them long enough. Ray McLeod. Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle when he's healthy is great as well. Interior O-line we need to work on. Trent Williams, I wouldn't say it's a debate. He's probably, no, not probably. I would say he's definitely the best offensive lineman in the NFL. Mike McGlinchey here as well, who's been pretty good, but for a first-round pick, not so much. Nick Bosa has been stellar this year. In the running for Defensive Player of the Year, a lot of people could say it's Micah Parsons as well. It could go either way. I don't really care. Nick Bosa or Micah Parsons, I'm fine with either or. And then defensively looking at it, they got Hufanga here, and I really like this guy. I'm going to give him star development for those guys saying, oh my god, you're cheating. I don't care if I'm cheating. I don't really care at all because Hufanga, number one, I like that last name. It's fun to say. And number two, Hufanga has actually been very, very good. He deserves a star development. And can I actually have him at free safety? Did I move him there or did I just give him a star? I meant to move him to free safety so that way he can actually have the starting position, please. So Hufanga is going to be the starter for our free safety position. I know he's supposed to be like a blitzer for the strong safety, but Hufanga is going to play there. And then Fred Warner's been amazing, along with Drake Greenlaw, Samson Ebukam, Eric Armstead. I almost said Teron Armstead. Eric Armstead, Javon Kinlaw, who really hasn't developed, Maurice Hurst. I'm going to upgrade Javon Kinlaw just so that way he starts over Maurice Hurst. Just so that way, we can get him developed over Maurice Hurst because I don't want Maurice Hurst playing, if I'm being honest. I want to develop a first-round pick, please. And let's refresh that, please. And he starts Chardavius Ward, 85 overall, surprisingly. Jason Verrett and Anthony Thomas, I believe it is. Is it Anthony Thomas? Ambry Thomas, my bad. Didn't know that. But, yeah, I'm doing the Brock Purdy rebuild, so we're going to have to trade away Trey Lance. I would like to get picks for him, but I know I can't because he's just a 72 overall. He doesn't have the franchise tag thing. I got a first-round pick from the Bengals, though. They don't need him. That would be completely unrealistic. I would like Gregory Rousseau. Ooh, the Broncos. Give me Randy Gregory and Jerry Jeudy. I want picks. I want picks, not players. Kadarius Toney. It looks like I'm just going to get... I can get Trayvon Diggs. That seems really overpowered. All these seems like stupidly overpowered, and I don't want to cheat it. I'm gonna trade him for picks just because that seems like way too overpowered. What teams desperately need a QB? Not then Colts. Colts need a QB. How much you want to give up? First round pick for Trey Lance? Is that gonna work? No. Can I get like a next year's one for him? Come on, dude. I gotta get something for this. This is ridiculous. The Bengals want to give me their first round pick, but I can't do that. Can I get a back end top pick? I mean, I'm not going to get a back-end top pick for someone legit. This isn't, I guess the Packers. Will you want to do that? Not even close. Wow. Nope, just nobody wants to play, bro. Nobody wants to play. Come on, dude. This is so frustrating. Anyways, do I seriously have to trade away a second for Trey Lance? And that's not even good enough. Give you a next year 7. I really hate that, but we need to get him off the team, and I feel like it's just way too cheesy to get Trayvon Diggs on the team. for him. So we're going to trade away Jimmy Garoppolo as well, just so that way they don't start. That's literally the entire point of the rebuild is for Brock Purdy. I know everyone's going to be upset. Oh, well, this is unrealistic. It's unrealistic to think that Brock Purdy is forever going to be your starter whenever you traded 2 first-round picks for Trey Lance. But, yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo for a second-round pick, would that work? Yeah, that gets it done immediately. Okay, interesting. But, yeah, we got Brock Purdy, Josh Johnson here, and I believe he has a mentor QB tag. Yeah, he does have a mentor, so we'll get more XP boost for Brock Purdy. And yeah, I am not at the midseason mark right now, so unfortunately for you guys are just gonna have to put up with it. That I'm not putting what the Niners are 9-4 right now. I don't know exactly, but this is a Brock Purdy rebuild. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Anyways, let's move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark with Brock Purdy, 5-2. Baller. Purdy's the future. He's pretty good, man. I'm going to make that shitty joke the entire rebuild. LA Tech, Eli Whitaker. What QB do you know is a projected #1 overall pick out of... No, not QB, just any player out of LA Tech. Projected #1 overall. Crazy. Anyways, coming off a loss to the Chiefs, not really too surprising. Players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we got here. Not players ready to negotiate. We're going to look at... What do we... I think I want DB. I mean, interior offensive line would be nice, but I feel like I can get in the second round. I need DB, and I need that pretty badly. So we're going to look at some DBs here, see what we got, and then we're going to players ready to negotiate here and see what we got as well. And we got Jimmy Ward. Wants to come back. 3 years is going to be killer, bro. I'm not doing that. I'll give you 2 years, and he doesn't want to play. Sucks to be you. I'm not going to do that. He's going to be like an 84 overall with regression by the end of the season. Jason Verrett. I'll give you like 1 year. I'll do this. I'll sign that. I mean, I don't really like $7 million, but it's fine. Robbie Gold, you can walk. Mike McGlinchey, I do want for like 5 years. So if he accepts this, that's great. Good stuff. Do want him back on the team. Emmanuel Mosley. I feel like I can just get better in free agency. Aziz Al-Shair, I believe is how you pronounce it. Not bad depth. How much does he want? Too much. I'm not paying you upwards of $6 million a year. No chance. Samson Abukum, no, he's going to regress. Punter, don't need. Everyone kind of here sucks. Juan Jennings. Is that Joan? Yeah, Joan Jennings, no. Maurice Hurst, no. Yeah, everyone here just sucks. I mean, this center, he's the best one we have, and I might not be able to get one in the draft, so I might re-sign him if he still has interest at the end of the season, so I might put him on like a 1-year deal. But everyone else there, I just don't really have too much of an interest in. So we're going to move on to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs with Brock Purdy, 12-5. I can see how this ends. I can actually see this happening in real life. Niners finish 12-5 with Brock Purdy. Lions slip into the playoffs at 8-9. I can very much see this. Very much see this in real life. That would be sick if it did happen. Let's see Brock Purdy's stats and awards for the year. We got baller, top 10 passing yards, 18th passing touchdowns, 26 pass rating is the best, 7th best offense, 6th best defense. What can I say? Pretty good. I need to stop making that joke. 4,700 yards, 30 touchdowns, 14 receptions. Hey, very good. Very good. 19 touchdowns, 4.8 per carry, almost 1,400 yards. Crazy year for McCaffrey. 1,200 yards for Debo, only 5 touchdowns, 1,100 yards for Ayuk, and 1,000 for Kittle. Raymond McLeod with 800. McCaffrey would definitely have way more receiving yards than this in real life. Looking at it defensively, Fred Warner, 111 tackles for a loss, 16 for Nick Bosa, sacks 23. That breaks the all-time record. The all-time record is 22.5 with Michael Strahan. But at the same time, Michael Strahan, did he play in a 14-game league or a 16-game? Either way, Nick Bosa had 17 games to play this, so I don't know if you would count it or not. Interceptions, 3 for Jimmy Ward, so he might get another contract as long as the years are low. 1 safety for Abukum and 1 for Javon Kinlaw. Touchdowns is 0. And apart from that, guys, let's see if we can stop the Lions from getting their first playoff win in what, like 2 decades? I don't know. It's been a long time. First playoff win, they do not receive it. Here to face the 9-8 Giants in the divisional round. Brock Purdy already 1-0 in the playoffs. Going to be 2-0. He does not. 38-35 as we lose to Danny Dimes, and we're going to be heading to the offseason. And Matt Ryan and the Colts beat Danny Dimes in the Super Bowl. No, I should say Jonathan Taylor, as he wins the Super Bowl MVP, beats the Giants, as Deshaun Watson was the league MVP. Won't happen in real life considering he's been suspended for so long. And for the time he's been in the league, just watch the Ravens game. He looks doo-doo. He looks very bad. Hopefully he can turn it around because I actually do like Deshaun Watson. Not as a person, of course, but as a player. Jets won Coach of the Year. And then 49ers, Nick Bosa, Defensive Player of the Year. I can see that happening in real life. Trayvon Walker winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. No chance. No chance. Aiden Hutchinson is better. Cry about it, Jaguars fans. Anyways, looking into the adjustments to see if there is any development upgrades. Brock Purdy, maybe? No. But he is going to be a 77 overall. Well, technically, he's going to be a 73 overall now. No, 74 overall without the morale. Still, improvements, upgrades, people, upgrades. Good stuff. McCaffrey's 99 overall with the boost. Anyone else here? No. No one on offense got a development upgrade defensively. No defensive upgrades. Unfortunate. That's very unfortunate, but a lot of XP to go around because of all the awards we got. We're going to move into the re-sign players, see who we got. I want Jimmy Ward back for like 1 year, 2 years, maybe 2 years max. I don't want him 3 years for sure. But, yeah, we'll see what we can get. Maybe Hufanga moves back to strong safety, 2022 retirements. We are the NFC West, I believe. NFC West. Josh Johnson, our mentor QB, retires. Robbie Gold retires. I was going to re-sign him anyways. Probably knew that. So, yeah, he's gone, and we're going to look at the players ready to negotiate. Jimmy Ward, do you still have interest? You do. I'm going to... 9 mil is kind of a lot, too. I'm just going to offer the same thing again, and he doesn't want to play. No surprise. I'll try to get him back in free agency if I can, and... What do I got here? I don't like any of these options. Maurice Hurst, yeah, 28, no thanks. Where's that center that I wanted? This guy? Really? I swear it was like a 70 overall. 29 and 64? Yeah, no thanks. Anyways, let's move into free agency. So after free agency, I ended up getting Jimmy Ward on a 2-year deal and way cheaper than he wanted before. He wanted like, I see his salary is $7 million. I believe I offered him like 9.5 before. Now it's 7. So screw you, Jimmy Ward. You got no one offering you. Tommy Townsend, Tyler Bass as special teamers, Connor McGovern just as temporary player, good overall, and Brandon Graham just to fill in for Samson Ebukam if I can't find anyone in the draft. So anyways, let's move into it. In the second round, pick number 7, I don't know how we got that. We didn't have a first-round pick because of Trey Lance. Man-to-man corner. Oh, yeah, we got that pick actually because of Trey Lance. We got Jonathan Moore, hidden development out of Texas, 91 speed, pretty good, 6 feet tall, 182 pounds, only 21 years old. He seems like a good pick. And we're in the second round again. We're picking up Deshaun Winston, a defensive back out of Washington. I know back-to-back defensive back seems unrealistic, but 94 speed. He was an amazing athlete. I saw him still on the board. I was like, this is great. We have solidified our defensive back group probably for the rest of the rebuild. Super happy with these back-to-back picks. 94 speed is ridiculously fast for a corner, and he seems pretty good to me. And in the third round, wait, no, it's the end of the second round, we somehow had 3 second-round picks. Pass protector out of Texas A&M, hidden development left guard, 87 strength. He seems pretty good, 6'5", 309. Somehow I found this guy in the third round, right guard, Ryan. I think that's Ryan Barber out of Texas. Pairing up his teammate, who is the defensive back out of Texas, I believe we got. Hidden development, 85 strength, pass protector. I saw even though it's F injuries off, I saw A impact blocking, A pass blocking, A awareness. He had 3 A's all in a row, and I was like, yes, please. I don't care about the run block finesse. He's a pass blocker archetype for a reason. Just 3 A's across the board. I was like, yes, please, in the third round. And in the fourth round, dude, I'm blowing up in this draft. Center, Kirk Noles. He knows a lot more out of Tennessee. A lot of these T names, colleges starting with T. You know what I mean. 86 strength, hidden development, 6'5", 298. Not even in the 300s, but he's close to it. Offensive line stacked. DBs are stacked. We're just set. The team is set. Brock Purdy has everything he's ever going to need. I'm still going to start this guy behind probably Connor McGovern unless he's like a 74 overall, but I'm having an amazing draft right now. I'm balling out. And after that absolutely baller draft, Abraham, no less is 74. I said I was going to start him over Connor McGovern if I got the chance. So all these guys, they're going to get traded. I'm trading Connor McGovern. I'm trading all these guys because I know if I bench them, the CPU is just going to auto start them and it's going to piss me off. So yeah, I'm just going to have to do it. It happens in every single rebuild. I know it seems unrealistic to do this, but I don't care. I'm just going to do it anyways. Who has high interest in these guys? Oh, Jaguars? No. Yeah, Jaguars. Has high interest. Can I get a second round pick for all these guys? Is that a possibility? I can't get anything because, they don't have money. in first place. Kind of interesting coming from the Jaguars. But we're going to have to find a trade partner with money and interest. So anyone got green? 2 yellows and a green, please. Titans don't have money. And who is that back there? Bengals have money. Bengals, you definitely need the offensive line the most. So 2 and a 3, would that be good with you? And there goes my left guard. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. 2 and a 3. Boom. There you go. 2 and a 3 for basically my entire interior offensive line. All rookies are starting. Oh, this is unrealistic. I can't believe that you basically give up your entire offensive line. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm going to hop into free agency real quick and get some free agents so that way the CPU doesn't auto-sign a bunch of random players that are technically a better overall. So I'm going to get Tyrod Taylor so that way he's a mentor and I get more XP for Brock Purdy. And then left guard, all these guys are not that good, so I'm not worried about that. If the CPU auto signs any of these guys, I'll sign this guy just in case. If the CPU auto signs any of these guys, I'm not gonna be worried about it. So that's fine with me. We're gonna see what else we got. I know I had a baller draft. I was balling out. That offensive line class was ridiculous. And yeah, Sawyer isn't that bad either. I picked this guy in like the 5th, 6th round. Seems pretty decent for, 5th, 6th round pick. Purdy 74 overall. Defensively, yeah, these guys look baller. I'm gonna try to get rid of Jason Verrett. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Jason Verrett. What can I trade you for? N'Keal Harry, Carl Nassib, AJ Epineza. I like that. I'll do that. I'll do AJ Epineza for that, for sure. Let's see what we got here for the team now, defensively. And is Bosa... Yeah, he is a right end. Okay, he is a right end. Didn't know that. And we're going to put AJ Epineza over to left end for whenever Brandon Graham leaves the team. And yeah, that'll be like a good depth player for us. I mean, I would like to get him on a contract. And since he's going to be a second string, I could probably get him on a cheaper contract. So Brandon Graham is going to fit in there nicely with AJ Epineza. And adjust that correctly. Winston, Moore, Chardavius Ward, I'm going to keep at the starter because he's the best overall. I'm not going to force the rookies. And yeah, we should be good. I would like Brandon Graham to play rush right end. Yeah, I would like them to play the correct positions, but I'm not going to go through it because I know the CPU will just auto-adjust it. Anyways, it's now time to move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, as we apparently have a breakout defensive back. Is this one of the rookie DBs? Yes, Deshaun Winston out of Washington. He's going up against the Cardinals. He could potentially get a new development trait. And we're going to see the scouting national focus here. I don't really know what I want. Maybe a receiver. I think maybe a third receiver would be nice. Or actually linebacker. Middle linebacker, get a second middle linebacker would be nicer. Stack out the defense even more than it already is. We just need Brock Purdy to develop as we are 5-1, so I think he's already doing pretty good by himself. But anyways, we're going to look into the players ready to negotiate. Nick Bosa needs to come back. Please just accept this. Nah, he wants more money. Okay, should have expected Brandon Ayuk. I would love to have back. Let's increase the salary a little bit more. I don't have the money for that. Brandon Graham, AJ Epineza, Javon Kinlaw. Yeah, okay, so we're going to prioritize Nick Bosa in the offseason. We're going to work that out a little bit later. So, anyways, guys, apart from that, it's now time to move into the playoffs. And here we are in the playoffs going in the second season. 14-3, top the division, first round bye. Brock Purdy is a legend. I wasn't going to say it was pretty good, but I already said it. Top 10 QB, basically. 6th best offense, best defense in the NFL, no surprise. 4,500 yards, 39 touchdowns, 13 receptions, great ratio, and 68% completion percentage. Christian McCaffrey, 11 touchdowns, 5.6 per carry, 1,800 yards, got that average up, but had a little bit less touchdowns, it's fine. Deebo Samuel, just over 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. Brandon Ayuk, 10 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards. I need to re-sign him for sure. But Ray McLeod is actually pulling his weight. I like him as a slot. Looking at it defensively, Fred Warner, 115 tackles for a loss, 16 for Nick Bosa, sacks, 15.5 for Nick Bosa, and 10.5 for Eric Armstead. Greenlaw with 5.5. Interceptions, 3 for Fred Warner. Safeties on the team is 1 for Eric Armstead, and defensive touchdowns is 0. So maybe Eric Armstead could get superstar. He seemed to have a pretty good season. But yeah, we're going to see what we got here in the divisional round. Hopefully we do not lose in the divisional round. And 9-8 Green Bay Packers. Did we trade Trey Lance there? I believe we did. I believe Trey Lance is on the Packers, so we're going to beat them? Yes, we do. 21-16 here to face the 10-7 Cowboys in the conference championship. And I always play in the conference championship in the Super Bowl if you guys haven't been to the channel. So anyways, we're going to move into this game to see if Brock Purdy can win the conference championship and go to his first Super Bowl. And here we are against the Dallas Cowboys as they're starting off 7-0. I'm just going to simulate to the end of the game. A lot quicker that way, 3-7, and they're going to respond right back. Come on, dude. 10-14. Our defense can't stop them, even though we have the #1 defense in the league. 17-17 at halftime, but 20-17 our first lead of the game, but 24-20. Okay, very close, very tight. Come on. How did we not score there? Come on. How did we not score again? We got robbed out of 2 red zone drives. It's so stupid. Simulation is so stupid. And Dak didn't even have nearly as good as a game as Brock Purdy. His completion percentage wasn't nearly there. Brock Purdy had way more yards, had 1 less touchdown. Player stats. Let me see this, dude. But never mind. Brock Purdy had 3 interceptions. Yeah, that was our fault. Let's get to the offseason. And the Bengals, who we traded... No, we almost traded Trey Lance there. Joe Burrow wins the Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen wins the league MVP. We win the Coach of the Year and no other awards here. So, unfortunate. Hopefully, Brock Purdy can maybe get Superstar Dev. I don't think he will, but maybe he could. Does he do it? And he does not. All of our linemen have Star Dev, so I'm fine with that. Defensively looking into it, Eric Armstead doesn't get Superstar, and both of our DBs only have Star Dev. I'm fine with that, too. Dang, so it looks like I would be cool with another linebacker and a strong safety maybe in this upcoming draft or free agency. Well, actually, we probably won't have enough money because of the Nick Bosa contract, so we're going to have to deal with that. It's nice not having to pay a QB, so we won't have to worry about that throughout the rebuild. And, yeah, so let's see what we got here for the 2023 retirements. NFC West, we're going to have... Wow. The entire team was like, nah, Trent Williams retiring takes up a whole lot of money for us. So that's a good and bad thing. Players ready to negotiate. We can easily sign Nick Bosa now. Nick Bosa, let's up the money for you by quite a bit just to make sure you stay. And he does. And I don't care about that guy. Brandon Ayuk actually has an interest now. I think maybe Brock Purdy got the franchise QB tag that immediately spikes interest whenever people have it. So, and he resigns. Good stuff. AJ Epineza, I would like to resign since we no longer have Brandon Graham. And it's kind of expensive, but he actually accepts it for the level of his interest, which is surprising. I'll increase this just by a little bit, and he wants it. Okay, good stuff. He resigns. Ray McLeod. He's been a solid slot, but I feel like yeah, that's actually a stupid cheap deal. It's dummy cheap. He's been a good slot. I'll give him a 2-year. That's dummy cheap for how good he is. Yeah, everyone else here don't really care about. How much money do we have? We have 29. I'm thinking, do we really have that many? I don't know if I have to pay out Fred Warner's contract or George Kittle's. I'm going to skip out on this free agency and just move to the draft. And in the first round, out of University of South Florida, I'm picking up a Joey Throne. Hard last name. That's a Hall of Fame last name right there. 6'1", 241, run stopper. Already said out of University of South Florida. 85 speed, hidden dev. He seems pretty good. And in the second round, I have no clue how this dude fell to me. He's a little bit slow. 84 speed out of Oklahoma State. Hidden development. He was supposed to be a first-round projection. I saw A, hit power, A, tackle, B, play rec, B, awareness. I was like, how did this guy not go off the board? He's a little slow. I don't care. He's going to be my replacement for Jimmy Ward. He seems legit. I like him. And in the fourth round, picking up fullback Mark Borden, our next Kyle Juszczyk out of Utah State. Hidden development, 85 speed, 6'3", 233 pounds. Put that man at running back. Oh my goodness. So this is the team after the draft, and I completely forgot to draft the left tackle. Who is this guy? Okay, apparently the CPU drafted me a star development left tackle from last season. Okay. That's fine by me. Borden is a 69 overall. I mean, I don't know how long we're going to have Kyle Juszczyk for, but why not? Why not? You know, I should have probably got a receiver to replace Ray McLeod eventually. Throne seems sick. Dre Greenlaw is a right outside linebacker. So I'm going to take Throne actually, and I'm going to move him to the left outside linebacker position just that way he can get, you know, more reps and be more involved in the team. So that will be better for the team. And he's wearing 27, which is a little bit interesting for a linebacker, but sure, I guess I'm not really going to complain about it. And we're going to do that. And McDaniels, do I start him over Ward? I'll try to. I'm sure the CPU will just auto-adjust it out of there, but it's fine. AJ Epineza is not starting. I want him to start. And yeah, I think we should be good. Fine with everything on the team. Offensively, we look pretty good as well. And yeah, everything was good. We went 14-3 last season. Brock Purdy's the GOAT. Let's move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as the Seahawks are 7-0 top the division. We're 4-3. Coming off a loss to the Bills, unfortunately. Players ready to negotiate. Dre Greenlaw, I do need back for the rest of this rebuild. Hopefully he'll just accept this, and he does. Good stuff. Chardavius Ward, I would like for the remainder of this rebuild, actually, so I'll give him a 3-year deal, and he resigns. Hufunga, of course, need to come back. Love you. Love your last name. He resigns as well. Eric Armstead, I'll put you on a 2-year deal. I like you. And he resigns. Jimmy Ward, already got your replacement, bud. You're up and out of here. No matter how much you want to come back. I like Elijah Mitchell. I'll do that. I'm just passing out contracts more than girls get passed around. Embry Thomas, let's up the money for him. It's stupid cheap anyways. He resigns. Everyone else here is a no for me. So, yep, already got the contracts worked out. Excited about that. So it's now time to move in to the playoffs. Elijah Mitchell, just gave him a contract. Not going to trade him. Here we are in the playoffs, finishing 9-8, coming off a loss to the Seahawks, who went 14-3. I'm assuming they got the first round bye. Yeah, they did. Okay, Seahawks just balled out. They probably drafted a generational QB, or Geno Smith just became a god like how he did this season. Other than second half of the season, Geno's been all right. But here to face the 9-8 Panthers, who we traded away Jimmy Garoppolo to. I swear to God, if Jimmy Garoppolo is their quarterback, I'm going to be quite upset. I'm going to be quite upset. Jimmy Garoppolo is still their quarterback. And Panthers QB, Geno Smith. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like the Seahawks moved on from Geno Smith, and he is not balling out. Someone else is. Stats and awards, we're 9-8. We're in the playoffs. Doesn't matter. Yikes. Okay, Brock Purdy's bad. 14th best offense in the NFL, 3rd best defense. Brock Purdy, huge down year. 4,500 yards, 30 touchdowns to 8 interceptions is not horrible. It's just not as much as I would like. Christian McCaffrey, 4.9 per carry, 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns. Good season. Ayuk, 1,200 yards. George Kittle, 100 receptions, almost 1,200 yards. Deebo Samuel, really down year for how much we're paying him. Looking at it, defensively, Fred Warner, 125 tackles for a loss, 19 for Nick Bosa, sacks 24 for Nick Bosa as he continues to produce, interceptions 2 for Deshaun Winston, safeties is 0, defensive touchdowns is 0. So anyways, guys, apart from that, I'd say it's now time to see if we can beat Geno Smith. Carolina Panthers with their bridge QB. See, we better move on to the divisional round. We do, 35-7, blowing them out. We're about to get slapped in the face here. It's the Cowboys. They're so good in simulation. Divisional round, and oh, okay. This is manageable. 28-27. We probably won that on 2-point conversion. 9-8 New York Giants. Let's see if we can beat them. God, I hope we do. If we win the Super Bowl with 9-8, that'd be crazy. And they have Jalen Hurts. Let's move into it. And here we are against the Giants. 14-0 start. 21-0 start. Oh my gosh, what is happening? 21-7 start. Okay, 28-7 start. Nice. Good stuff. It's 35-10. Blowout fashion here. 35-17. Just don't let them make the comeback, kind of like how the Colts did on the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings did on the Colts. 31-42. I mean, they made a comeback, but not enough. It was way too wide of a lead. Kind of about as wide as your mom. But anyways, we're going to be moving on to the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy is going to give us a successful rebuild. Here we are in the Super Bowl, here to face the 10-7 Indianapolis Colts as we are 9-8. We're going to be looking into the roster to see if there is any development upgrades for the team in the 3rd season. Or is this the 4th season? No, it's the 3rd season. Offensively, we look the exact same, as always. Defensively, we look the exact same. Unfortunate. I guess that's just how it is. But anyways, we're going to be moving in to the Super Bowl against the Indianapolis Colts to see if we can win it. Oh, what's up? My dog's here to join me. Oh, okay. Anyways, let's move into it. Here we are against the Colts as it is a 3-0 start for us. In the first quarter, we're going to end it 10-0, 17-0, 3-score lead. We better not choke a 3-score lead. 7-17, and that's going to be the half. 7-17, 14-17, 14-24, 14-21. Oh my gosh, dude. I swear to God, if we choke a 3-score lead, 24-27. Do not choke this lead. My dog is whining. He's upset about the lead. And come on. 27-27. 3rd down alert. No way did we just choke this. Overtime. No way. No way. They're going to score. I'm going to have to jump in and do it myself because this CPU is an idiot. Swear to God. Okay. 1-on-1. Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel to the house on 2nd and 24. I'm going for 2 on this. I'm going to take it all the way. We're going to have Deebo Samuel 1-on-1. He's going to break off this and get this. Come on, Debo. Come on. Oh, he's got that. Debo Samuel. That's game. 35-34 in overtime. That is going to be your Super Bowl as Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers take it home. Oh, man. What a rebuild. So satisfying. And Larry McLaughlin was the Colts quarterback. Doesn't matter. Brock Purdy's a lot. He's not a little bit better. He's Purdy better, okay? No. That made no sense. Let's get to the offseason. Brock Purdy is your Super Bowl MVP. Dak Prescott wins the league MVP. Nick Bosa wins another Defensive Player of the Year. We already looked into the player upgrades, and we did not get any for Brock Purdy or anyone else on the team. So we're going to be looking into the retirements and for the players ready to negotiate. I don't think there's anyone that I want even. So, yeah, we're just going to be going into the fourth and final season. We already have a successful rebuild. Why not do the fourth season? NFC West, Kyle Van Noy retires on the Rams. Cool with me. And we're going to players ready to negotiate. What do we got here? Jimmy Ward, no. And everyone else here is just no. I feel like I have everything. I kind of want a left tackle, so I'm going to go pursue that in free agency. After free agency, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown as a true slot here for Brock Purdy. And we also got Christian Darrisaw. So great free agency for us. We really don't need anything else. I'm just going to pick up some depth in the draft, so let's move into it. At the end of the first round, I'm picking up Daniel Bonds, pass coverage, linebacker out of Notre Dame, hidden development. He seems pretty good to me. And, yeah, I really don't need anything else for this team, so the CPU can do whatever it wants. It's with my draft pack. The CPU can do whatever it wants with the rest of my draft picks. So let's move to the end of the draft. So we're going to be moving into the fourth and final season with an absolute stacked-out team. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy. He only got to an 81 overall, but, hey, Super Bowl winning QB. Bonds is 72 overall. Throne has star dev. Seems pretty good. I like the team. Love the team. McDaniels only has star dev as well. Doesn't matter to me. Team's been great. Doesn't matter what happens here. Already a successful rebuild. So it's now time to move into the playoffs because we don't need to resign anybody at the midseason mark. Here we are in the playoffs. Here to face the 10-7 Seahawks, who in Week 18 we blew them out 41-7, humiliating them as they finished 10-7. We finished 12-5, top of the division. Very highly contested division as the Cardinals are 11-6. And yeah, stats and awards. Let's see what we got here. Purdy, amazing. Yeah, I didn't mean that wasn't actually supposed to be a pun. Offense 8th, defensive 1st. Purdy, 4,900 yards, 40 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Christian McCaffrey, 13 touchdowns, 4.7 per carry, 1,400 yards. St. Brown, 1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns. Probably the best receiver season we've seen in this simulation. Ayuk, 1,200 yards, and Kittle with 1,000. Looking at it defensively, Fred Warner, 123 tackles for a loss, 15 for Nick Bosa, sacks, 23.5 for Nick Bosa. Been amazing this entire simulation. Fred Warner with 4 interceptions and safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. So, anyways, guys, apart from that, there is a breakout D-line here. I don't care. It's the fourth and final season. I don't need developments. I just need to see if we can win, and we don't. After blowing them out 41-7, they learned their lesson, 27-21, and that is going to do it for this rebuild. So anyways, guys, I thank you guys all for watching. Tell me which rebuild you'd like me to do next. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, do Eagles, do Bears, do this, do that. I kind of want to do a couple others before that. I forgot what it was, but there was one more that I wanted to do, and I think it was trading away Zach Wilson on the Jets. So I might want to do that, but Brock Purdy, I really wanted to do. So that's going to be it for this video. Let's see if we have any development upgrades. Offensively, no. Defensively, Bonds is only a star dev. Wow, we literally had no upgrades throughout the entire simulation. That is quite sad. But anyways, guys, apart from that, hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.